Hi everybody. Recently I have had a few people ask what diseases I actually deal with. So I've explained those in the past, but a lot has changed in the last couple of years, so I figured I'd go through it again. Um, 11 years ago, I started having crazy symptoms that were bad enough that I had to quit my job and was bedridden. And 3 years and 30 doctors after that, I was diagnosed with chronic or late stage Lyme disease. Um, since then, it's been this crazy roller coaster of different doctors and different medications, more than I can count on both of those things. Just trying to figure out how to deal with all of that. Chronic Lyme disease isn't curable, but you hope to get to a point where you're in remission and not dealing with symptoms anymore. But in my case, it seemed like more and more symptoms were coming up that didn't really seem to have that much to do with what we knew about Lyme disease. So recently I started my family. When I say we, I mean like my family and my group of doctors started really diving into, okay, what the heck is going on? Because we didn't want to just throw everything into this umbrella of, I'm having this new symptom. Oh, it's probably the Lyme, in case we're missing something huge. And it turned out we were. So right now I'm working with, I have a family doctor that I love that is Lyme literate, who's closer to home. And then I'm working with a team of doctors at Cleveland Clinic, which is quite a ways from where I live. But it depends on which doctors you talk to there, because they don't all agree for sure. But we'll just go with what I've been told by different ones. So, to name all of the diseases, EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I always say that wrong, but EDS, if you just want to look it up, which basically means that I have a tissue disorder. They're not entirely sure that EDS is the tissue disorder that I have, but if not, it's something similar to that. They're still looking into those things. So with that comes a lot of joint pain. It also, they think, is the reason why I struggle to eat so much. I don't eat on my own. I'm hooked up to nutrition and fluids. So the nutrition goes through a tube that currently I just switched to a tube that's a GJ tube, which means that the tube, like the hole is actually in my stomach, but the line comes out in my intestines. So there's nothing ever in my stomach. And the fluids go through a port that's right there that goes up and into my heart. So I get saline, salt water through that. And so yeah, EDS, there's a lot of other symptoms that comes with that, but anyway, it would take me forever to list all of my symptoms, so I'll just hit the really big ones. Okay, so I have EDS, I have dysautonomia, which I actually don't remember the explanation for that one. You can look it up. One of the things I deal with that's huge for me right now is brain fog. So I'm not going to be able to explain things as clearly as I should probably. Oh yeah, also with the feeding thing, I had trouble with my last feeding tube not working well, and I wasn't able to get the nutrition I need, which is why I don't have any hair. This is my third time being bald. Twice was because of lack of nutrition, and once was because of a sort of chemo type medication that I was on. So anyway, being bald's not that horrible. Just so you know. It's cold. That part I don't like. Okay. Lyme, EDS, dysautonomia, POTS. That is, for me, a heart issue. So they don't think there's anything actually wrong with my heart. It's a lot the muscles around my heart. And again, we're still doing a lot of research into that and how all that's affecting me and what side of that I have and all of that. There's a lot of controversy with that one as well. But I'm working with a cardiac rehabilitation doctor who's working with those symptoms for me. That's actually one of my biggest and most debilitating symptoms, is that I have crazy pain in my heart. It feels like being punched from the inside all day, every day, with every heartbeat. And my heart will race and go really slowly and not keep a rhythm very well. And it's very annoying and extremely painful. So that, of course, messes with my sleep, and it messes with my ability to handle other things. And the medications for it have really horrible side effects too, like I don't know, paranoia about things, not doing well in crowds, stuff like that, that are a big deal for me, but not because I'm like that, but it's a side effect of the medications. So, okay, I should have written these down because I have such strong brain fog. So, Lyme, dysautonomia, EDS, POTS. There's like a big one that I'm missing. And it would be really annoying if I had to start this video all over again. I'm like trying to visualize in my head what it is that I write down, like what hashtags I use on Instagram so that I'll remember. One huge symptom that I have right now that's really obvious is that I don't breathe on my own. I get my air through a cannula. I have hypoxia, which means that my oxygen levels are way too low, and nobody can figure that one out. We have no idea why I have that symptom. It very well might be related to the tissue disorder, and it might be related to the POTS or the Lyme. We just don't know, or it might be its own thing. They're still running a lot of tests right now to figure that one out. I have really dramatic seizures. Sometimes the kind of seizures I have are just like little jerks, and other times it's the kind of seizures where I just space out, and it's been more common lately that I have seizures where I lose track of time, and I also miss a lot of memories. I pass out a lot. There's two reasons for that. One is I guess three. One is the hypoxia, that when my oxygen levels go low, that'll make me pass out. And also seizures can make me pass out. And also I don't walk on my own very well. I can walk really short distances, like to the bathroom, which is right next to my room. It's literally on the other side of that wall. But longer distances I do in a wheelchair. Right now, I've had seasons on and off where I've been in and out of the wheelchair. So I've had seasons where I couldn't walk at all, and like I was literally never stepping foot on the ground. And what got me out of that was hyperbaric oxygen chamber treatments, which absolutely saved my life. It is the best thing I ever did for my health, and I would highly recommend it for anybody who has any illness ever, anything. Because if you look into the science of it, it can help with anything. So it's really bothering me that I can't remember the last thing on the list of illnesses, but since this video is getting crazy long and I'm not thinking of it because brain fog is a big issue for me, I'm just gonna leave it. So yeah, pain is my number one symptom. Seizures, low oxygen, low blood pressure, I am technically on life support because I don't eat, drink, or breathe on my own. I can't eat, drink, and breathe, but it's really complicated. So that sounds really dramatic to word it that way, but technically it's true. So, yeah, there's a lot more to everything than that. There's a lot more details. You guys are welcome to ask whatever questions you want. I'm happy to answer any and all of them. I'm really open, and I'm happy to answer anything. So, and if I think of that last one, I'll follow up or put it in the, you know, description box below or whatever. So anyway, hope that answers a few of your questions. This is just part of life for me, having brain fog like this and not being able to think of obvious things. So I guess it's appropriate for that to be a big deal in my description video of what diseases I have. So like I said, there's way more symptoms than what I've listed, but those are some of the big ones. So hope you guys are having a good day. This is a day in the life of a sick girl who's getting better.